Well, hello, beautiful friends, and welcome into my channel. My name is Jackie Alves, and today, of course, I'm coming to you from my beautiful makeup studio in Arizona where I live, called the Beauty Bar, and I'm doing something a little different today. Woo! I can't believe it, something different. I know, but I've had a lot of requests for hair videos, and I do a lot of hair videos over in my members area, so please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel and check out my members area if you'd like. It helps support what my beautiful editor and I do here on this channel. But let's get to cracking. I wanted to talk about hair today because I've recently had not only requests for hair videos, but a request for my opinion regarding hair toppers, hair extensions, hair color. You can see I've got quite a bit of gray here. I have a lot of questions about that. A lot of ladies our age are wanting to go gray or not. You know, if you have beautiful black hair or fantastic blonde hair or red, whatever, doesn't matter. Stick around because we're going to be talking about some things that you are going to be interested in, my friend. So I recently was surfing around on Instagram, and I talk about that a lot. You know, those late night purchases where you buy things that you think are going to change your life because you're tired and they know when to get you, right? Well, today we're going to be talking about some extensions. Oh, let me grab it right here. So some really nice clip-in extensions. Let me put that back down. I also got a hair topper that I'm going to show you today. So hang with me because I have some tips and tricks regarding just about everything surrounding this kind of fake hair thing that I got myself in the middle of today for your benefit. So yeah, I was scrolling on Instagram and I'm like, oh, my hair is so thin on top. You guys know I'm always complaining about my hairline, my hair thinning. It's kind of common, you know, it's part of menopause. Don't think I'm not going to fight it every step of the way. I'm going to get it. But until then, I may need an extension or 74 stuck in my hair. But I was like, I'm so thin on top. You know, at night when you're surfing and scrolling and you're feeling not so pretty and you see the thing that you're like, this will make me beautiful. I will order this thing. And, you know, click at the phone. Next thing you know, you're waking up the next morning to check your email and you see a receipt for what? Why did I do this again? Why did I purchase this item? Hopefully I'm going to save you from some of that nonsense and show you my new hair topper and my favorite extensions, and let's talk about those things. But first I'm going to show you how I curl my hair. You can see I set it sometimes, not every time, but I will put rolls in it here. I'll leave these down. This is actually a recurl. This is like my third or fourth day of not washing my hair. But I do want to give you a tip when you have gray hair. Don't forget to try a purple shampoo. They are a little bit drying, yeah, but use a hair mask in between because the purple is going to tone down. You can see my hair has gotten pretty gold over the past few months, and that's also part of menopause. Your hormones really affect that kind of stuff. But use a good purple shampoo, and then in between use a good hair mask because purple shampoo can be drying sometimes. And then some of our friends here on this channel that subscribe and hang out with us suggested a purple hair mask, and there is a couple of really great purple hair masks you can get. But when I'm on like a second curling of my hair, I will always use a heat protector. But I have found that the big sexy hair brand, the Style Protect Me spray, is really good for my hair. And you can see it's a little smoky. Maybe I shouldn't have used that much, but whatever. Anyway, it really helps if I'm recurling hair. Now you can, of course, the first time you curl hair, it's going to be helpful, but I found that after a day or two, my hair gets pretty dry, and that really adds back some moisture. It's got kind of, it reminds me of a little bit of an aerosol hair oil. And I don't know what's in it that protects your hair. Haven't read the ingredients, but I do know that this stuff works good. It's worth the investment. It's not super cheap. Okay, so you saw how I curled that and I left the end sticking out because I don't want to fry the poor little guy. He's all I've got left. So I leave the end sticking out, and that's how I get that straight end of that curl. So I've got the rest done. This part has gotten kind of flat already. Just, you know, it's second day, or second curl, I mean, like third or fourth day. So the curl doesn't stay super good, and that's okay because I didn't want like a big curly Shirley Temple hairdo. So I'm just gonna touch that up. Okay, the rest looks fine to me. Okay, so once I get a curl up, especially around the crown area, that's when I'll put a pin in it. And then I'll go do my makeup or get dressed or whatever, because I have found that if I leave it up here and let it cool this way, my curls will have more volume and they do last longer. I remember my mom running around with those rollers in her hair, you know, the kind with the pins that are shaped like this, and you tried to use them the first time when you were a kid and you jammed yourself in the head. And I remember seeing my mom be like, ow, jam herself in the head. Those funky hot rollers, the Clairol ones, well, they're kind of back. I mean, I remember using those a lot, but people are using hot rollers again, just FYI. But anyway, this will have the same kind of effect as leaving those hot rollers in until they cooled off. When your hair is hot, you just slap your pin in it and leave it, especially around the crown if you want a little extra volume. All right, so now that that's been sitting around, I'm gonna go ahead and let my hair down, and then we're gonna investigate this hair topper. So this is one of the ones that, you know, I always say if it's too good to be true, it is, because I had been looking at hair toppers from other brands that I trust, like Bellamy and other high-end brands, and they're like, you know, a few $100s, the hair toppers, human hair, all that, you know, it's not cheap. But I was like, that's quite a commitment, and I don't even know if a hair topper is a good option for me. Like, I'm really thin and my hairline is super receding, but I don't know how a hair topper would work. So I was afraid to make the investment. So when I saw this dude on Instagram for less than $40, I was like, you know, even if it's not great, it would still be a good like test run for me and give me an idea of if I thought this was a good option. So I ordered what I thought would be the closest to my hair color, and it was like kind of a blondish gray, and that's kind of where my hair's living right now. So I thought, cool. So I get it in the mail. I have not tried it yet, friends. I want to share everything with you. So I did like master it first and then come back to show you how cool I am. What's all the packing about? But anyway, I watched this video. I'm gonna have my beautiful editor slap up a picture of this girl who attracted me to this hair topper. She looks amazing. Her hair looks fabulous. And the picture that I saw of the one that I picked out was nothing like this. Remember I said it was like a grayish blonde, and it looked like it would fit my hair very well. And this is really yellow blonde and reminds me of Dolly Parton. And there's another blonde under here. So this is nothing like what I saw. The one I saw also had this beautiful invisible front panel on it, and this is black. You can see black seams in between the section of dark yellow and light yellow banana hair. And so my thoughts are perhaps I would make a great Dolly Parton impersonator in this, but let's see. Maybe I'm just being too judgmental. Let's brush this really shiny, fake looking hair out. I'm concerned about this, how thick it is. But all right, let's go. So I'm gonna straighten out my curls a little bit, and I guess I'll just go ahead and brush them real quick, just on the ends. I don't like to brush all the way from the roots because that will ensure that it goes straight much quicker than I want it to. So I'm just brushing these ends out real quick. All right, so I don't really know what to do with a hair topper like this with such a fat front on it, but I'm gonna slap it on and see if we can work with it. I don't know that this is workable. Okay, well, that's all right. Let's see. So I'm gonna smash those clips down, and then Maybe if I tried to disguise it with my hair. Maybe I could use that purple shampoo I was blabbering about and tone it down. I'm confused about the length, maybe. I don't know what to say, you guys. I don't know what I would do with this. Maybe, maybe, a lot of maybes going on here. Maybe if I lined up the part with my part and brought some of this forward, and then, I don't know, you guys. I would feel really uncomfortable trying to wear this out because this is too much right here. And if I need a hair topper, chances are my front of my hair is too thin. It wouldn't disguise that fat, weird globber in the front. Let's see if this is a better option. Yeah. Oh yeah, buddy. Yes. What do you think? All right, you guys, let's try something else here. I've got to have something better. What on earth? So maybe if it wasn't such cheap hair, and maybe if it wasn't yellow, I would have a better time, a much less difficult time with that. Okay, but something I do have that I know that I love are my extensions from Luxie. So I got these extensions last year from Luxie brand. Not cheap, but not the most expensive either. So this is what they look like when they've been put away and not brushed. And these are, I believe, 16-inch. This one I brushed out, and this particular set has 9 pieces. So it has large ones and it has little small ones. Now, I just recently noticed hair fill-ins getting very popular. I don't know if you guys have noticed hair fill-ins. Well, I'm not sure. I haven't ordered any yet and I really want to, but I'm thinking it's more of these little pieces, which I really like these. Those long bands are not my super favorite, maybe just a couple of them, but you know, when you're thinning up here, you can see that band. So I'm not a huge fan of the big band, but I think these would be great to have more of. So, you know, it's been in its little case for a while. So I'm just going to curl it quickly. Just the same way I do my hair, leaving out the end. And they might be a little too long now. I have cut quite a bit off my hair recently. So I might go ahead and order some fill-ins in a 12-inch instead of a 16-inch. But let's see. Man, you know, something else, that other piece, hair piece or varmint I threw across the floor, something, it kind of had that like bouncy, like Dolly Parton curl to it. So maybe if you were able to straighten it, it would look better. Maybe I should try that. But right now I want to talk about these extensions. If you're thinking about the hair fill-ins or even a hair topper. So I think I might try a hair topper, but from a better brand. But if you're thinking of that, I would definitely go with like Bellamy or Luxie or one of the other really like more high quality brands. Okay, so I've got one of the longer pieces here. This one is bigger. It has 4 clips on it. And I sectioned my hair back here. And I already pre-curled it. So I'm gonna just slap it in here. And slap those little clips down. And this one matches really good. Now, something I liked about this company is I ordered a sample for $5. So they sent me this one little piece that was $5, and I got to hold it up to my hair and make sure before I spent $200 on the 9-piece set of extensions. I was really happy about that. Okay, I'm gonna let my hair back down now. And I'm not going to use all 9 pieces either. I definitely would if I was going to be going out in public, because I don't want anybody to notice, you know, I've got like this one long extension hanging down. But I just want you guys to kind of get the gist of this. So anyway, definitely if you're thinking about getting some hair fill-ins or a topper or, you know, a full set of extensions, you guys, I would definitely make sure I went with a reputable company. Something I noticed about some of these crazy internet, Instagram, TikTok things that I buy, I'm always disappointed when they have the word US in the brand name, because it'll be like hair topper US. And it's like they're trying to get you to believe it's not from China. So that may be something that you want to look for. So let me see, I want it to curl backwards. So now I'm going to add a piece over here. Oh no, you know what? I'm going to wait and put the longer one over there. I'm going to add this long one right now. So I've got a 2 clipper here, a 2 clipper. And I will add this one in over here and here. And then I can go ahead and add in this long piece. Now, you don't have to spiral curl them like this. You know, if you got a 12-inch and maybe curled it with a larger barrel curling iron, you might have a Farrah Fawcett kind of a thing going on. Wow. My hair is shorter than I thought it was. I cut off quite a bit of my hair, you guys. Ooh, doggies. All right. I've got a couple more single pieces. So let's check these out. I'm gonna put one up under here. So I think that the hair fill-ins are kind of like smaller pieces like this, which I think is great, because then you can put them right where you want them. I mean, and for me not even really being able to see what I'm doing, this isn't too bad, actually. I'm feeling pretty fly, to be honest with you. I love it when I get these things on. I love it when a plan comes together. And I got the curls the wrong way, but that's okay. Ooh, this one fits perfect right here. So just placing them around. Now I've got a few more pieces left, quite a few actually. I've got some of the big ones. I've got 3 large pieces left. So definitely there's plenty more for the back and the bottom here, which would add even more length in the back. But you know, I just wanted to show you guys what you can do with those. So I am definitely thinking I'm gonna get some of those hair fill-ins. I think if I do try a real hair topper, I'll go ahead and spend the money with a quality company, because I cannot imagine, you know, I think a good hair topper from one of these companies is like several $100s. And to think that something in the 30s was gonna work is pretty silly. That's what I always say about, you know, the tightening neck creams and eye creams and all that. If it really worked, it would be a lot more than just $62.95. You know what I mean? Well, I just really like these. I went ahead and grabbed my large brush. This is like a vented large brush, I guess. And just to separate some of this out. And I love, love, love the way that I look right now. You guys, if you've never tried hair extensions before, I really suggest that you do. And, you know, if you need guidance on how to get them in, there's lots of YouTube videos that, you know, you could even look for like hair extensions for beginners or hair extension installation, stuff like that. And a lot of them do have great how-to videos with them, but I'm telling you right now, I feel like I could be on a really great rock video. I want to sing, well, here I go again on my own. I mean, you know, where's my leather jacket? I feel like I look really pretty. So I know that it may not look 100% real, but I think if I got the other pieces in, it would look great. But you know what I always say, if you feel good, that's what matters. And definitely welcome to the channel of no rules. I really, really love this. And you know what? If I was going to do an updo, I would definitely use these pieces in an updo because it's going to add volume and length and really make a big difference. So if you were considering getting yourself some hair extensions, I would give it a whack, my friends, but make sure you use a good reputable company. And check the comments too. Once I went back and looked at that same post where I had bought that hair piece from, I was like, OMG. Everybody was like, scam, worst thing ever. And I never comment on stuff like that, but I was so mad. I put in the comments, this was literally the worst thing I ever purchased on Instagram. Don't buy it. And then I was like, that's it. Doing a YouTube video for my friends. This is injustice. You guys, I hope you enjoyed this hair video, and I can't wait to do my next video where I'm gonna do a beautiful dramatic look with a fantastic red lip. So I'll see you next time. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, and I hope you know that I love and appreciate you so very much. Have a great rest of your day, everyone. I'm gonna give myself one more look and come back and show you the overall product. All right, I just went ahead and added one more little piece to the back so you could see how much length that you could get. Again, these are the 16-inch extensions. I said inch extensions, 16-inch is what I meant. But you can also get 12, and I think they go up to like 24 or something crazy like that. But, I mean, how fun. So I hope you guys give them a try. Love you so much. See you next time. Bye, everyone.